Okay, hello and welcome, Chris here, and in this video, in this free training series, I'm going to show you how you can make at least $100 per day by selling info products. Now this is a new system, this is something I haven't talked about before. It's something that my top students currently generating over $3,000 per day with. Another student's generating over $20,000 per month right now, and as you can see, I'm currently generating anywhere from sort of $1,000 up to $5,000 per day. This is a live login, by the way. The time at the moment is 10 a.m. in the UK, so 10 a.m. GMT, which basically means it's about 5 a.m. Eastern time. So this is obviously very early on today, but probably today is going to be at least as strong as what yesterday was. So you can see the kind of potential earnings that are possible for myself. But I don't expect you to be able to go on and make $3,000 per day with this. I think a more reasonable goal would be somewhere around $100 per day. And the way that we're going to do this is by basically creating our own software for anywhere between $10 and $100 and then selling it for between $10 and $100 per sale. So this is something that anyone can do. Obviously, you probably already know that creating software can be very profitable, creating and selling software, but for most people it's very difficult to do. It's very expensive. There's a whole kind of range of obstacles that people imagine, and that real obstacles that do get in people's way if they ever try this. And this is a completely new system that overcomes all those obstacles and allows anyone to create and sell their own software for very, very little money and basically do it in a completely new way. It's working for my students. As you can see, it's working for me, and I'll dive into some of this income proof as we go through the training. And now I want to show you how you can join me in what I'm doing. So, selling software, it seems like a very specific thing. Why not selling ebooks or videos? Why not e-commerce? Why not Facebook ads? Why am I focusing on this? Well, I love to do surveys. I always like to survey my customers, and very recently I did a survey which you may have filled out to my Traffic Titan customers. And there's a few questions, and one of the questions was, have you created your own software before? And the second question was, how much money have you made with internet marketing? And so what was interesting is with SurveyMonkey you can kind of segment and see, people who answered this for this question, what did they also answer for this other question here? And so I looked at people who had created and sold their own software before and compared it to those who hadn't. And as you can see, when I asked people who haven't created their own software, how much money have you made with internet marketing? There's only 7% of them that are making more than $5,000. When I asked the same question to people who had created their own product and their own software, how much money have you made with internet marketing? Over 70% of them have generated more than $5,000. So you can see it basically increases just this one thing, creating your own software, creating your own product and selling it, increases your chances of generating at least $5,000 by 1,000%. Okay, so this is really the one question that separates the people making a full-time living from this and those who aren't able to make any money whatsoever. And that's why I'm going to focus on this particular training in this video and over the course of the next few days as well. So what's possible as an info product creator or seller? What's possible as someone who creates and sells their own ebooks and software? Well, back in 2005, in fact specifically between December the 26th and December the 30th, I sold my first ebook, and this was back on eBay when you could sell digital products like this on eBay. My first week was somewhere between $100 and $200, which obviously, compared to my current earnings, isn't all that great, I suppose. But really, for me, this $100 and $200, this was really, worth 100 of these. This changed everything for me. And fast forward to January of that particular of the following year, so just a few weeks later, I have my first $100 day selling ebooks, and I start to launch and sell those ebooks on pay-per-click. April 2006, I have my first $500 day. July 2006, I discover affiliates. I was promoting this myself. I didn't have any affiliates promoting any of my products, and I have my first $1,000 day. November 2006, I discover the internet marketing niche. I discover product launches, and I've put here that I had a small 10,000 list. I actually didn't have a 10,000 list. My list was much smaller than that. but all of the affiliates who had sort of said that they'd promote, collectively they had a list of about 10,000 people. So this is still very, very small. But I basically launched to that network, and this was a product called Project X. It actually set what was then the record on ClickBank, just over 6,000 units in a day, and we actually had a $59,000 day in terms of the profit in my account. February 2007, I had my first $170,000 day. Yes, that's 170k net profit in one day. And since then, I've made between $300,000 and $3 million every single year with digital products. And all those numbers are great, but really what I want to focus on here is this screenshot. So this is me in September of 2005 working at a call center in a big bank. It's very kind of blurry. This is the only picture I have of this. It's basically a copy of a copy. But you can see the tax year to 5th April 2005, and this is me. And I may have to scroll out for you to see this, but you can see my earnings for that year ending April 2005 were £4,901.99. That's probably around $6,000 in today's kind of earnings. So in September 2005, I'm earning about $6,000 per year. Okay, so 6k per year in dollars working at this call center. Now fast forward just over 14 months from when I left my job, and my best day is $169,000 day. So just to kind of do the maths on that and compare $6,000 to per year to $169,000 in a day, that's a 13 million % increase in earnings. Okay, so 13 million % increase in earnings, and that's what's possible by selling info products. That's how crazy things can get. It is unusual for someone to make that much money in that kind of shorter space of time, but it does go to show what is possible with this crazy world of info product marketing. Fast forward to 2010, and this screenshot may be from around 2011, but I've kind of dated it 2010. It's just no screenshot I found. Generating between $4,000 and $10,000 per day in ClickBank. And you can see this is like a ClickBank master account, as it's called. Each one of these different colors represents an account. So you can see this isn't just one account that's making me this money. This is my main account. This is another main account. This is a big account. Purple one's making some money, and then I have lots of other smaller ones. But collectively, it's basically pulling in anywhere from $4,400 on a bad day up to $10,700, on a good day. 2018, and I'm now focused on JBZoo, and as you can see, I'm making a killing with JBZoo. These are some earnings, some recent earnings from the last kind of few weeks. $3,400, $4,000, $8,000, $5,600. So apart from just the screenshots, and I can throw screenshots at you until we both blue in the face, but here's essentially why info marketing, selling your own products, selling your own ebooks, selling your own software, basically selling digital downloadable products is really the perfect business. So in my mind, this system, this training I'm about to give you is undeniably the best way to quit your job in 2018. And the main reason for that is because with digital products, you can basically charge between $500 and $500 per sale. It's pretty much all profit margin, and so really just one sale can allow you to quit your job. If you're charging, say, $47 for a product, you can sell 1, 2, at most 3, and for most people that's going to be sufficient from just 1, 2, or 3 sales a day to allow them to quit the job and go full time with this. That's pretty incredible. If you worked in a sandwich shop or a clothes shop or something like that, you probably wouldn't have the margins to be able to just sell one item a day, cover all your overheads, and make a full-time living. With this business you can do, so you can still be very small time in terms of unit sales and make a full-time living with this. It's a low capital business to get started with. You don't need any stock, you don't need to get a warehouse, you don't need a shop on the high street, you don't need staff, you don't need any overheads. You can basically get started with literally a $4 a month hosting package and a domain. It's extremely simple to do. There are no staff, no logistics. You don't need any formal education. You don't need a degree in how to write sales letters or how to create products or marketing or any of these things. In fact, some of those things can work against you. So it's really ideal if you kind of come into this green and can just focus on the training I'm about to give you. As I say, you don't really need any overheads. No big expenses to get started or to maintain this business. And there are many, many different options. There's thousands of niches to choose from across ClickBank, JBZoo, and other affiliate networks. There's massive potential, many different traffic sources, both free and paid, that you can focus on, and with more traffic sources coming on all the time. So there's always new opportunities to make money with this. And take it from someone who went from having $320 in his account. I remember specifically sitting down with a friend and working out how I could stretch that $320 out so it was going to last me a couple of months, and exactly what my outgoings would be and how I was going to make that work. And within just over a year, I'd gone from that to generating over $1 million profit in a year, and we actually almost had $1 million week that year. So from $320 in my account to almost $1 million gross revenue in a week in the space of just over a year. That's what's possible with this particular business. So really, if you can compare selling info products, selling digital products to any other business, it's just a complete joke. The numbers are just pale in comparison when you compare this business to any other business. In fact, the only businesses that I kind of look at and think those businesses are better than what we're doing right here Silicon Valley, so big companies like Facebook and Google, the scale that those guys can get up to, the potential profits, banking, some of the money that people can make in banking, and also, of course, the legal industries, which I'm not going to go into here, but essentially those do also have the kind of margins and the similarities to info marketing, but obviously the problem there is ethics and also the fact that you may go to prison. So really, unless you're a Goldman Sachs banker, you're a Silicon Valley whiz kid, or you're looking to do something illegal, I don't think you're going to find a better opportunity than this online. And so let me just run through a few of the reasons this is so great. And firstly, you can make 100% profit margins pretty much, or close to maybe 95% profit margins on a product. So most businesses have profit margins between 1 and 20%. So you sell a TV, you sell a sandwich, you sell even a service, and typically the margins will be sort of from 1 to 20%. With info products and software, you sell a $47 product, you're probably going to keep 44, 45 of those dollars, which basically means just 1 to 3 sales per day, and you can quit your job. Another cool thing about info marketing, the pricing is really based on value, which is pretty subjective and unique to this one product being sold. So there's no replacement product for Traffic Titan. It's a very unique thing. It's a form of intellectual property that really can't be replaced. And what that means is you can potentially charge quite a high price, generate a high margin, and people are happy to pay that, which is why it's such a good business. Another benefit is there are no variable costs. So, most things to duplicate them and to sell more than one, you have to create and rebuild and manufacture them in a factory or whatever, and you have to do it over and over and over again. It's going to cost you a lot of money to do that. And with info products, once you've created an ebook, you've created a software, you've made it once, you can potentially earn millions of dollars forever with basically no additional cost. So whether you sell 1,000 of them, 10,000, 100 of them, and the costs really don't go up by all that much. So I would suggest that no other industry, no other business model is as profitable and unique as this. And by the way, part of the reason for that is because there's no big business competition. So if you wanted to open up a restaurant down the road, you may go up against, a huge conglomerate that's got like a franchise with 100 million stores or whatever. If you wanted to open up a whole range of other businesses, same kind of thing. This business, no one really knows about it. No one really understands that there's this community of people selling ebooks and software online, but it's worth literally hundreds of millions, maybe even billions of dollars online. But none of the kind of traditional business people are in this business, so the competition is very low, the margins are very high. It's just a really, really great business to be in. But let me just compare info product marketing and selling to pretty much any other business, and this is not just offline but online as well. So you can see here we have the business, and this is the one that I want to talk about here, selling info products and digital products. We have e-commerce, so basically, creating a Shopify store, selling it, running Facebook ads, that kind of thing. We have drop shipping, which again could either be an e-com store or possibly an Amazon store. And then finally, we have an offline business, which is the restaurant business. So you can see the profit margins for our business, 96%. Even for the e-commerce business, which is, you know, a really good online business, you can see the margins are close to 40%. Setup costs, pretty much negligible, pretty much nothing with the training I'm about to give you here. So between $10 and $100 for our business, e-commerce between $1 and $5,000, same for drop shipping, and for the restaurants around $100,000. Overheads, so how much do we have to pay each month to maintain the business? And probably around $10 per month. You can maybe spend a bit more if you wanted to. And look at the costs on some of these. So, you know, definitely much higher and probably much more difficult to enter for other people. And finally, what would we class as a good kind of net income? Well, probably around $30,000 per month, I would say, is pretty strong in our business. It's not mind-blowing, it's not going to win any awards, but it's kind of pretty solid number. And then for the other businesses, from some of the other kind of incomes that I've seen thrown around, you can see $10,000 net. And by the way, this is net, so some of these other businesses may have revenue which is much higher than ours. If you look at the profit margin, on $30,000 a month net, we're probably going to be making like $33,000. If you look at this one over here, the restaurant, for example, for them to hit $10,000 a month net, they need to be doing, probably somewhere around $90,000 in gross revenue. And even for the e-commerce store, they're going to have to be doing $25,000, $30,000 per month just to hit that same $10,000 per month as the restaurant. You know, so the economics of this business are just absolutely insane, and nothing really comes close to it. So once again, just to recap why you want to become an info product seller and an info marketer: you make the most money, you make more than affiliates, you make more than e-commerce, more than people who have their own offline business. You can earn passively as well, so you can even have surprise $1,000 or $10,000 days. So sometimes I'll log into my account, and by the way, this is a live login. So let me actually just refresh this and see if the traffic changes or the sales change at all. No, it's not done, but you can see it is basically a live login. So where was I? So yeah, you can have these passive and surprise income days. So you may have a day where you log into this account here and you weren't expecting to see a $3,000 day, but someone's come in, someone's promoted an offer, an affiliate's gone and promoted something, a load of customers have bought something, you know, an autoresponder email sequence has generated some kind of sales for you. You can basically make money passively while you relax. You don't need to be there. The website setup is going to generate income for you. You can build a list of thousands of buyers, and affiliates will actually do this for you. They'll go ahead and promote your offers and build your list for you on autopilot. Most importantly of all, though, I think you get to be master of your own destiny. So you decide your payday. This is you working, doing your own thing. You don't have any boss to report to. You know, and because you're kind of doing your own thing, it's so much more exciting and so much more exhilarating. It does make you want to work really hard. So like I say, there's huge potential, many niches to target, dozens of free and paid traffic sources, and the long and short of it is you can basically hit 6 figures or even 7 figures much quicker than if you're an affiliate and if you were selling someone else's product. Okay, so there's absolutely no question about that. This is the system that you want to follow. Now, during the course of this training series, I am going to talk about some secrets. Okay, I know that this video has been very much focused on why you want to be an info product vendor so far and why you want to sell your own software, rather than the how-to of how to do that. And I know that you probably have some objections. You probably think it's going to be too difficult for you to create software, too expensive for you to do so, it's going to be hard for you to create a sales letter. There's probably all kinds of objections, and like I say, my top students are generating anywhere from between $3,000 per day and upwards, all the way down to a few $100s per month. Okay, so I've trained people up on this. As you can see, I'm doing this myself, and all of the objections that you probably have, I'm going to discuss and I'm going to work through with you on this free training series. But just one quick thing I'll show you for now, and this is one of my methods for creating software. You can see that this is an email thread between me and someone else about white labeling the software. I'd be happy to license the software, then you can sell it. The cost to white label this software is $150. and there's no restrictions on prices, and then there's just an order link. And once I've ordered here, this guy's gone ahead and rebranded this software. And the cool thing about this is actually one of the softwares that I'm selling here. Okay, so this part of this $3,000 per day yesterday, part of the $600 per day so far in the first few hours of this morning, because we're only at the start of the day, like I say, part of this money here has come from a simple email here and a piece of software which I licensed for $150. Okay, so that's how powerful and that's how profitable this is. And you can see this was one email and $150 spent. Now, there's a second method that actually allows you to create your own software for even less. You can create your own software for literally as low as $10. And I'm talking about a custom software which you can create and sell for $10. And that's another one of the software tools which I'm selling here. So actually, it's actually one of the new tools which I've rolled into Traffic Titan, which is a software tool which I got built for under $100. And I'm going to show you that method as well. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through this method in a few days, and I'm also going to show you the second method, which allows me to create software tools. You can white label them, you can create them, you can do it for as little as $10. And there are two tactics to create software. Now, there are other steps in this process of how to become an info product seller, and I'm going to walk you through those as well. But I just wanted to talk about what potentially could be a big objection, which is, well, how on earth do I go and create and sell software quickly and easily? There's actually two tactics. We can either white label it, we can create it. And by the way, if we do want to white label it, there's a very specific site and a very specific way that we find people and a very specific email template that I'll give you, which will allow you to get people like this. And this is something that many of the top vendors and JVs are currently doing. So it's a tactic that's not that secret within the top guys, but no one else has really talked about it like I'm about to do. And like I say, this is how I'm basically earning this money here, and this is what I'm going to train you up on. So at this point, I know that you're completely on the same page with me. I know that you're thinking, yes, I really do want to sell my own product. However, it does seem like a lot of hard work and a bit of technical stuff that I probably don't understand. So can you give me the full training and also a template so I can get started right now? Well, yes, over the next few days, I am going to give you all of the training that you need. And there's going to be an incredible training series. It's going to walk you through the whole process and show you how my students are generating $3,000 per day and how I'm generating $3,000 per day as well. I'm going to blow all of that wide open for you. But in the interest of getting you started today, I just want to give you a few things. The first thing I'd like to give you is a done-for-you sales page and product, which will allow you to keep all of the profits and build your own list on your own. And by the way, this is an internet marketing product, so it's in what I think is perhaps the best niche to sell in. It's completely new, and I think it's really going to set you up and allow 2018 to become your year. So basically, this is my secret six-figure 100% done for you funnel. Now, as you know, and I've talked about this previously, I do recommend internet marketing / make money as a great niche to be in. Firstly, it's huge. There's lots of repeat buyers. There's various niches and even sub-niches that you can focus on, products that you can promote as an affiliate, but also selling within this niche lets me deploy my secret weapon. And this secret weapon is a six-figure sub-niche that I've never talked about before. I've never discussed this, I've never promoted this, I've never even had an affiliate program for this secret niche. But today I'm going to give you access to this niche, and in fact I'm going to give you a complete done-for-you funnel so you can go ahead and promote this product and get started. So this secret funnel has generated over $200,000 for me in 2017. It's probably going to do somewhere between $200,000 and $300,000 within 2018. So it's one of my favorite business models, big chunk of my business, and it's one that I really like. And for the first time, I'm letting you dive in. And by the way, this isn't you know, these earnings that I'm showing you may seem impressive, but actually this particular niche is far bigger than just internet marketing. In fact, the richest man in the world, Jeff Bezos of Amazon, actually does this. And the way he does this is through his Amazon Web Services, which actually contributes a large part of Amazon's profits. It's actually the most profitable part of the business. And what Amazon Web Services does is host websites. And so the niche that we're going to be focusing on is the website niche. So presenting the secret website niche affiliate program and funnel. So for the first time ever, I'm opening up an affiliate program to my Done For You website. Now, this is a proven offer. I've been in this niche now for over 10 years. I've spent over 6 figures building different website software tools to actually allow this product to be created. The conversions are pretty much insane. One customer can generate over $200 in profit. You know, people love the websites once they've subscribed. They go ahead and stick with us. Traffic's really cheap. I'm actually going to give you a new traffic source for this that I haven't really talked about before, which allows you to get traffic, targeted traffic in the internet marketing space for as cheap as 35 cents per click. But basically what I'm going to do today is allow you to steal my landing page and my entire funnel so you can promote this, build a list and make money at the same time. And the idea is this is going to kind of get you started, give you a funnel, give you something to promote and give you something to kind of get passionate about. Then over the next few days we're going to talk about how you can go beyond this and basically create and sell your own product. So that's going to be in the next video. But for now I just kind of wanted to give you this gift just to give you a sense of the ownership experience. So the basic system you're going to follow with this is really coming in as an info product marketer, but via the back door, via the easiest way. And so the method's going to allow you to build a list and earn between 50 and 100% of the recurring income. So it's the fastest way to get started with what I think is the ultimate job killing system, which is selling your own info products. So the first step is to choose your niche, and in this case I'm just going to give you my secret internet marketing niche, which is this website kind of niche. The second step is to earn the commissions, and I'm going to give you my secret invite to my Done For You affiliate program. Step 3 is to download the landing page. So I'm going to give you a squeeze page that you can promote, and then people will sign up to the squeeze page and they'll get redirected through your affiliate link to my sales page. And of course you're going to earn commissions on those. And then the final step is to promote this using a traffic source, which allows you to build a list and is very, very targeted in terms of traffic for this kind of offer. I haven't really talked about this before, but I'm really, really excited to show you how it all works. So the first step is steal my squeeze page, and you should see a download link just below this video. So click on that to download the squeeze page. And by the way, this is proven to convert. As you can see, I've run a number of split tests. This is one of them here, and you can see this is converting. Actually, in the end, it converted at just over 40%. But you can see that this is the one that beat all of the other pages. And you can see this is variation 8, so I ran a lot of pages and tweaked this one so that it does convert. So you can grab this and download it and start driving traffic there today. Step 2 is to join my Done For You affiliate program, which for the first time ever today, I'm opening this up with a secret invite link. Okay, so just click on the request affiliate approval button in the pack that I've put below this video, and I'll grant you instant access to be able to promote this for the first time ever. And then step 3 is to earn 50% recurring with my secret traffic source. So you're basically going to promote this squeeze page here and drive people, send people through this page to sign up to this page here. You're going to earn 50% on anyone who buys this, and you're going to be able to do that with my secret traffic source, which I'm going to talk about in the next video. So this is really, really cool. I'm going to talk about how to create your own product. I'm going to talk about how to create your own sales letter, how to do it all very, very easily without doing any kind of hard work. And I'm also going to talk about the traffic source, which powers all of this and which has never really been talked about before either. So tons of stuff coming up, guys, absolutely tons of stuff. So do watch out for that next video. Essentially, I'm taking what I think is the #1 job killing system on the planet, which is selling info products, selling software, just like me, software you've created for as little as $10 to $100, software you've licensed for as little as $10 to $100, and basically very quickly and very easily launching that using some automated tools and some clever kind of approaches which I've never really talked about before to generate up to $3,000 per day. And like I say, my top student's doing 3K a day as well, so it's very, very much possible if you follow the training I'm about to give you. So here's how it's going to work. The training series is going to last 3 days, maybe 4 days, and I'm basically going to walk you through on how you can profit by selling info products, so selling digital products, software, ebooks. That's what this training is about, and how you can do anywhere from $100 per day up to 3K a day with this system. So a few of the things we're going to touch on in the next video, I'm going to give you 5 secret niches that have made me anywhere from $55K up to $10 million. I'm going to give you my best niches. I'm going to show you how you can create software and do it very, very cheaply and very easily. In fact, my top student generated a $25,000 ROI with a software tool. So you basically paid paid $100 for this software and generated over 25K from it. And I'll show you exactly how he did that. I'll show you the email thread. I'll show you how he got the software created and how he did it for absolutely nothing whatsoever. I'm also going to show you a backdoor method to license products. So one of my students created a tool for very, very cheap. As I've shown you, I've also created tools for cheap using this method, and I've licensed them as well. So there's two kind of approaches there. I'm going to give you both approaches. And then also I'm going to talk about my secret traffic source, which works well for any niche, but works particularly well for two of the biggest niches, which I'm going to talk about in the start of the next video. So thanks for watching, guys. Really, really excited to show you how all of this works and how you can join me in basically, dominating and doing very, very well from selling your own software and ebooks. So watch out for the next free training video, the next email that goes out, and also the bonuses that I'm going to give you as well. This will change lives. I think some of the people watching this video, there's a good number of people who will be able to quit their jobs from watching this free training, okay? So that's how important this is. Please do watch out for the training videos. Just so much information, so much knowledge, and so many tactics and tricks that I'm going to be giving you. Really, really excited to show you how this all works. So thanks for being a traffic titan, and I look forward to seeing you in the next training video. Cheers.